Good afternoon from Kirksville, Missouri. This is Randy Carvin, and this is Rantin Randy's Rant. I'm about 3 minutes early getting on, and I forgot to get Mitch off the shelf, but I think what I have today will do helps lower the blood pressure, and it's the dumbass Republicans right now that want to listen to King Chaos from Florida, where Kevin McCarthy is right now, and then he's going to have a conversation with Marjorie Taylor Greene. Not, take her off the committee or anything else. Just have a conversation with her. The one that threatened to shoot Pelosi in the head. Yeah, that'll help. All right, let's go to the good news first. Hello, John. Hello, Ann. All right. Um, can you get over it? We're having daily briefings, and it's not just a press conference for our new great press secretary, but the Secretary of State, Anthony Blinken. He's facing the hard questions with answers, not avoiding the questions or being a smartass like his predecessor, Pompeo. AOC silences acceptance when it comes to the GOP. Uh, and let me gather my thoughts here. Oh, and AOC was saying that Marjorie Taylor Greene should be expelled from the Congress. Congressman Jimmy Gomez is sponsoring a resolution to remove her from Congress. And I love the way Biden's approaching COVID 19. COVID 19 had a press conference on its own, simply because of something that he's been saying since Biden has been in, is we will listen to science. So by not being involved in it, they don't feel like he's looking over their shoulder the way the big orange dumbass used to do. Watch what you say, because I'm over here frowning at you. Uh, I'll go through some of the stuff I gathered last night. It's pretty amazing. Brothers and sisters, we have to be aware that the animus is not only with the Republicans in the GOP, but it's in our friends and our neighbors. Uh, they are still planning more violence. And why did McCarthy go to Florida? To kiss the cult leader's ring. Look at the seditionists in the Congress and the Senate. The threat is real and the warning is real. QAnon chat lines are frightening. They believe that Donnie didn't get the job done, so now it's up to them to do it. Yes, executing from Congress those that they do not like. And we know who those are: AOC, Nancy Pelosi. You can just go down the list. If it's Democrat behind their name, they're out to get them. And the GOP is silent as crickets. They don't care. Uh, and the good news, the return to government functioning as before diaper dawn. Transparency is refreshing and has been none of that in the past 4 years. Okay. calm myself down with their damn elephant. Biden will not hesitate to raise. I'm jumping ahead of myself. Uh, Day before yesterday, Biden talked to Putin a full readout instead of learning from Russia first, as we have in the last 4 years. Biden will not hesitate to raise those issues, Navani, solar winds hack, and the bounties on U.S. troops in that call. And President Biden is to work with the auto industry for zero emission vehicles and pledges the federal government will purchase them. And he's also working with oil companies in lieu of getting back in the Paris climate accord. And we're seeing that the big companies are going along with that now. But let's see what their lobbyists come up with. We'll see how that goes. Eastern District of New York has unsealed an indictment against a Twitter troll named Ricky Vaughn, aka Douglas Mackey, in 2016 election for disinformation targeting black voters with a vote from home by text. Gave the text number to vote for Hillary. Ricky Vaughn has aliases. The alias on Twitter was pumping disinformation from Russia and was a Donald Trump supporter. Yesterday, Douglas Mackey was arrested in Florida. He had lived in New York State, close to New York City, I believe. He was arrested for election crime for spreading disinformation online. Uh, and that amounts to election theft. 5,000 votes fell for his scheme in California, Northern District of California. A criminal complaint alleges that Rogers, 43 of Napa, California, possessed 5 pipe bombs and at least 49 guns that were seized from Rogers' home and business, along with thousands of rounds of ammunition. Also seized was his white privilege card. Trump's everything. The number on the card is 0045 0045 0045 0045. Member since birth, good through death. Card holder was scot free. You can't make this shit up. He believed Donald Trump won the 2020 election and was planning to kill the governor of California and target Democrat, what he called Democrat buildings, and start a war. And 45 wouldn't go to war. He was plans to blow up. He had planned to blow up Twitter's building and the FBI. The Facebook buildings. And I wanted to speak just a little bit about grassroots movement that I'm sure all of you know about. Indivisible should be looked in to help mobilize working against congressional Republicans. Remember, starting in 2017, the Republicans had it all: the House, the Senate, and the White House. They wanted to kill Obamacare, but found out in town halls their voters didn't think that was a good idea. And a grassroots movement that push legislators from the local level up would help, and they know how to get you organized in your town. HR 1, and this is from, I can't recall the guy's name, but he was interviewed last night. We've got to get HR 1 uh, for the People Act done, the John Lewis Voters Act, uh, through the legislature and pass it into law. We're brothers and sisters, we're out for change, and that's what's going to happen if we keep uh, the Republicans as well as our Democrats' feet to the fire. That's how change happens. Through truth, uh, we can fight for democracy. And when it comes to any of the nutcase Looney Tunes in Congress, like Marjorie Taylor Greene, uh, we have to stand up with truth, sending her into communities to spout QAnon conspiracy theories. What the Republicans apparently want is chaos and fear in the white communities. She is a recruiter for what Republicans want now. We have to stand up for truth and democracy and the Constitution because the Republicans aren't going to. They cherry pick the Constitution like they do the Bible. And I already mentioned that about McCarthy's going to have a conversation with Marjorie Taylor Greene. Shit. This is the woman that followed a survivor of the Parkland massacre telling him she had a gun. And how is she any better than a domestic terrorist that attacked the Capitol? And I just repeated where he's going to have a conversation with her, keeping in mind he went to Mar-a-Lago to see Captain Chaos. Are you shitting me? Yesterday was only 7 days since President Biden and Vice President Harris were sworn in. What a week. So refreshing. So much hope uh, has come. The administration, oh, and that the daily briefing. That's about all I've got for you today. I'm still working through some. Now, what is. I had a HP thing coming up on its own. I don't even see anything at the bottom of the taskbar that would have done that. It went away, so everything's cool. Uh, I'm having to work through some problems, uh, and I'll just kind of keep that to the uh, my status on my timeline. Uh, Too much involved in it. Make a long story short on here, though, it looks like I'm going to have to get a prepaid cell phone to be able to handle a lot of things that I can't do right now. For instance, I can't even call for a bank balance. Uh, I tried going online. It says I don't have the right user ID. Uh, and it's my name on the account and Grace's name. I tried to enter in that, and it won't accept that. But I'll leave that short. I'm going to have to decide what I'm going to do. In other words, the tablet now has uh, Talkatone on there, but it's hooked up to the wrong modem. I used to have Aris 5335. It's now Aris 5335 5G. And the tablet will not let me back to enter the password to get 5G. That's another reason I've got to have a phone to call Sparklight. I'll try again online. But that's about it. You don't need to hear me bitching about my situation. I'll just remind everyone, though, uh, I do a lot of research. I'm out here 6 days a week, and it's a pleasure doing so, and it's a free show for anybody to watch. Okay. But there are times that I could use a little hand, and the only way I've got a hand is two different ways, or be able to get help. That's two different ways. Number one, if you're a friend of mine, send me a personal messenger. I would still like to get your cards, your letters, or whatever. And I don't mind you having my home address. Number two is paypal.me/, capital R, Randall, capital C, Curvin. And that's another way you can help me out. But that's about it. I mean, basically, though, I want you all to know I'm very happy with our new president, our vice president. It's better getting up, not depressed. See, didn't have a lot of time. We had to run to get something for supper today, so I'm just been hitting the daily stuff. But looks like what the Democrats are going to do. I'll end it with this. Democrats are going to have to the reconciliation. They're going to have to use that and pull the vice president in there to get COVID done. And it looks starting to look like anything else that gets done is going to have to be done with 51 votes. And if we have any blue dog Democrats out there, they better rethink their positions because we can make sure that we primary them when they come up for election. Democrats have got to stick together to get the change we're after, whether it's justice, climate, uh, health care, any of it. Democrats have got to stick together and get the job done. All right. Thank you, John. Uh, say hello to Josh and Michael and Ann. All of you appear to still be here. Didn't have a big audience, but it gets bigger after I get off here. After all, it's the whole reason I record it. And I prefer doing these live. I like to see that you're out there watching this. As I do it, I've gotten used to that. And I will be here and I will keep pushing for truth, uh, fact checking. Anytime somebody is trolling you, uh, tell them the facts check. Tell them where the facts check at. Uh, Truth is what we're after for this next 4 years and beyond. We have to bring people back to recognizing the truth and not going for these conspiracy theories. Well, that's good, Michael. Some have not been getting the notifications, but it's good to know that a good many of you are. So I appreciate that. Uh, Let me know if you're not. We'll see what we can tweak and maybe you can get the notification. All right. I will let you go. Go down and like and share. If you're new here watching this show, please subscribe. Uh, this is a grassroots movement in itself, the Blue Dot family. And I'm a blue dot in a red state for damn sure in Missouri. Have a good one. I'll see you later on in the comments and later on at the Blue Dot Family meeting. All right. Have a good one. That's all I got. And the battery saver mode is now on. So I'll let you go with peace, resist, persist, and I insist we keep everyone's feet to the fire so that we can have change that we need in our country and hopefully get a little of the hate out from the other side. Bye bye now. Share this shit.